I forgot about my tea. My tea! Oh! Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Cara. I realized in my last video I didn't even introduce myself. It was my first video ever and I didn't introduce myself. So I thought today we could grab some of your favorite drink. I've got tea here. And I thought I'd just do a little, you know, chatty get ready with me. I bought some new makeup products and I'm really excited to try them out, so I figured, why not here? This is quite a good place. Yeah, so let's get into it. Cool, so all I have on my face at the moment is moisturizer. I just did a video on my skincare routine, so I'll link that in the description box down below. So to start off with, I just bought this glow boosting primer from Essence. I'm really excited about this. I don't actually use primer that often. I find that I don't really need it. I find that it's an unnecessary step in like my everyday makeup routine. But yeah, let's try this out. I'm excited. So as you can see, it's quite a liquidy primer. Now the one thing that I didn't really love about this is that it has these like little glitter particles in it. I don't love that. I don't like the fact that there's like actual glitter particles that I can see in the primer. Like, yeah, it's quite bad for the environment. So like when I wash it off, like the glitter particles are gonna eventually end up in the ocean. So I've just taken a little bit more of that to cover my face. I'm kind of just pressing it into my face so that I can get it all up in my pores, because it claims to be glow boosting and pore minimizing primer with pink clay. It says this ultra soft primer is here to help. The texture with natural pink clay gives the face a fresh touch and minimizes pores optically for a wide awake radiant complexion. I'll see about that. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, my skin looks quite radiant, I'll have to admit. Pores, they do look a little bit more filled in than they were before, so that's good. You can't actually see those little glitter particles at all. That's actually quite impressive. So it's just giving me like a really glowy complexion. Next thing, foundation. I'm using my Wet n Wild sponge. This is my favorite sponge. It's super squishy. I love it. It's also like one of the cheapest at Dischem and Clicks. Saving some money. All about saving that cash dollar, y'all. Okay, next thing sorry, I haven't even shown you. Next thing I'm going in with is this Catrice Liquid Coverage HD foundation. This is a matte foundation. I have quite dry skin. Not quite dry skin, I have dry skin. So I don't love the fact that this is matte, but it actually works fine for my skin. Oh, I put way too much there. Ooh, very liquidy foundation. Now that I've just dotted it around the face, so I still have quite a bit left on my hand there, as you can see. So I'm just gonna blend this in, and then I'll take the rest that's on my hand and blend it down my neck. So I'm just taking my beauty blender, my sponge, as if I could afford a beauty blender. What's really nice about this foundation is that it's super full coverage, and so like I don't really find that I need like much of it to, you know, just cover all my imperfections and stuff. On a day-to-day basis, I don't like having like a completely like flawless face, you know. It's just day-to-day, it's just every day. So I like having like a couple of my freckles come through. I have some scars from acne that I don't mind coming through. Also these things, you know, they're mostly covered up, but if they're not completely, whatever. And then I'll just take the rest and I'm just gonna bounce it up into my sponge and drag it down my neck. I think that's foundation done. Let's have a look. I can actually see some of that primer coming through because this is usually quite a matte foundation for me, and I can see a bit of a glow, which is quite nice. I actually quite like that. Not bad, not bad. So I do have a couple pores over here and down here, but like most in here is where I get my worst pores. And you can see it's a little bit more filled in. Okay, next thing I'm gonna go in with is a little bit of under eye powder. I'm just gonna use one of my really old ones. This is, I don't even think they make this anymore. So this is the Essence Shape Your Face palette. So this is super old, but as you can see, I've used quite a bit of this middle shade, but there's a little bit like around the edges. This is my Real Technique setting brush. I love this thing. This can be used for highlighter, setting. I'm just gonna take a little bit of that around the edges, because that's all I can do. I do have other powders, I'm just trying to use this one out. So I'm gonna take that and just brace it under my eyes. I haven't like tapped out my creases or anything because I don't really care. Alternatively, what you can do if you don't want to use that, I can't actually really show you this properly, but because it's like completely broken. But this is the Wet n Wild single shadow in the shade Brulee. So this is a super full coverage powder. I'm just gonna go in again with this Shape My Face palette into this contour shade, taking my Essence bronzer brush. It's just like a normal, sorry, this is very dirty because I couldn't be bothered to wash it. Tap off and just go in under my cheekbones just a little bit, just to give myself some color. Blend it out. Ooh, it's a little bit unblended, but that's okay. Come back and up on my temples. If you do have a situation where you've got a stripe on your face, it's fine, just take your beauty blender, keep calling with that sponge. It's got some foundation left over and just tap it over the edges and just diffuse it. Oh, I forgot about my tea. I say that so often in my life, like you don't even understand. Because I drink my tea like lukewarm. I don't like it when it's really hot. If you also don't like really hot drinks, comment down below so that I know I'm not alone. Okay, so I bought this Smudge blush duo. It is a beautiful blush. As you can see, it's got this beautiful beigey shade on the one side and then like this like pinky shade on the other. It's almost like a peachy pink, but when you mix them together, oh, it's gorgeous. Okay, so I'm gonna take my blush brush, quite powdery, but that's okay, doesn't make a difference to me. I'm just gonna, oh, that is, guys, whew, that is pigmented. Look at that, that is really pigmented. Wow, okay. You just wanna make sure that you're blending it all out. I like blending it over the nose. Lovely. That is really pretty. I really like that. Look at that color. It's like the perfect peachy shade. Oh, gorgeous. It's also pretty affordable as well. Most of the stuff is pretty affordable. Okay, next thing we're going in with is highlighter. Listen, I'm looking for like a chilled highlighter. Cause like I just do my makeup for every day, man. I'm just trying to live my life out here. And I don't love those like blinding highlights, you know, like it's just not my vibe. So I found this highlighter. I think this is new from Essence. It's just called the highlighter, and it's in the shade 10 Heroic. Oh, I didn't tell you what that blush shade was. This is in the shade Roses. So I don't know if you can see, but that's the highlight. Let's just swatch it on my hand. So this is what I mean when I say chilled highlighter. Like this is just, it's very chilled. It's not like too blinding. It's nice and natural, you know, that's all I want. So I'm just gonna tap into that and sweep it onto the cheekbones. Down a little bit of it in the nose. You know, you can build it up. Like I did on that side. I don't think I tapped up enough. I did on that side, but you can also make it a little bit more chilled. If you do go crazy, this is your best friend again. Just a bit with the foundation on, and you just lightly tap it over to just calm down the glow. I really love that. Okay, moving on. I'm gonna go into eyes. I'm just gonna do a super basic everyday eye look. This is so old, guys. Like, this is why I'm trying to use it up. It's so old. But it's just a really, I mean, you can use any neutral palette that you have. The old Essence Nudes palette. And as you can see, like, I've used, like, most of these shades. So I'm just trying to use up as much of this as I can before I have to get rid of it. Fluffy brush. Where did I put it? Oh, there. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this shade and that shade and mix them all together. Let's actually zoom you guys in. I'm sure you can't see anything from there. Can you see me now? Okay, so as you can see, I've just put a little bit in the crease there. I'm gonna do the same on the other eye. Then I'm gonna take that same brush. This is not a tutorial, guys. I'm not a makeup artist. I'm just doing my thing. Okay, then I'm gonna take this like white bone shade. Oh, can I get it in the pan? Who knows? Today on Episodes with Cara. So I've got a bit of that white bone shade on, tap off the excess. And I'm just gonna take that above and like blend out that crease shade. Okay, is that fine? Now I'm going in with, this is the MAC Pigment in Tan. I bought this on the recommendation of Jessica Braun. Go subscribe to her channel on YouTube. If you like this channel, basically I'm modeling my channel on her channel because she's just so great. She's awesome. Such a funny person as well. But anyway, she recommended this. It's like a rose gold pigment and I'm excited about this. This is a really pretty color, guys. So I'm just gonna take a bit of that on my finger. I'm taking about that much and I'm just gonna sweep it onto my eye with my finger. It just adds like the prettiest shift to your eye. It's just such a pretty rose gold color and it's just that like little extra, like a little bit, you know, that makes a difference. Then what I'm gonna do, just to finish up, I'm gonna take that brush that we used beforehand. I'm gonna dip into that lightest shade in the Nudes palette, just any light nude shade, and just blend over that again. Just so that I make sure that the shimmer and the mattes blend into each other nicely. But that MAC pigment is really nice. It's such a beautiful wash of color. I'm gonna pop on some mascara quickly. So this mascara is like the best thing ever. It's super cheap from Essence and it is one of the best ones. It's like voluminizes, it lengthens. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna comb through the side. As you can see, that mascara, like, it really works. It's like made my lashes super long. Next thing we're going in with is brows. I have used this for years and years and years. This is the Essence Superlast 24-hour eyebrow pomade pencil, and it's waterproof apparently. Tried and true. A lot of people don't actually like this because they say it's really waxy, but I find that it's fine for me. It works really well. I'm using the shade Blonde, by the way. So I'm just filling in any sparse areas that I have. Looks a bit blocky now, but that's okay, we can fix it. Okay, so it looks a bit blocky there, but what I'm gonna do is brush through the brows. I go brush them up, brush them down, just to diffuse the color, and then brush them back up. Brows, done. And the last thing we have to do, I don't usually do lip liner every day, I just don't do it, it's a bit of a loss. So I bought these two new lipsticks and I'm going to try on both for you, but I'm really excited about these. My tea! Oh, it's going to be cold. Totally forgot about it. I bought these two new lipsticks. This one, please excuse, it had like a label and then I like took it off, but then it wasn't, like the sticky stuff didn't come off over here. So this is the Passion Pro line. I don't know if you know about it. It's like a really cheap line, guys. That being said though, it does feel cheap. Oh my gosh, you are lying to me. That label that I took off had the shade on it, guys. My life's a mess. But it's like this beautiful, like almost mauvey color. Let me swatch it for you. So that's the shade there. Absolutely gorgeous, super creamy, very moisturizing. But I mean the packaging, like you can feel that it's cheap. Feels very moisturizing. So let's try this on. Who am I kidding? I've tried this on already. Cara, like, what are you doing? But I'm trying it on for you guys. I'm trying it on for you. It feels super moisturizing going on, but it's just, oh, it's like a really comfortable moisturizing formula. So that's what it looks like. I don't think I'm gonna wear this one today because I'm not really feeling it with the eye. Okay, the next lipstick that I bought was also from Smudge. This is it. It's this beautiful pinky moisturizing shade. It's in the shade Silk. It's also just really comfortable and like a beautiful shade. So that's the shade there. That's the shade. And let me swatch it for you. So as you can see, like this one's a little bit more purple. This is far more pink than the Passion Pro one. But it's also just a beautiful color. Oh, what does that smell like? That smells like my childhood, guys. What is that? It's like a bubble gum. Or no, it's like a chewing gum, but like a kiddie's one. Oh my gosh, that smells amazing. But just really comfortable. Very pink, very comfortable. But it's like a wearable pink. It's like an everyday kind of pink. This packaging feels a lot more luxe than the Passion Pro one. Feels really nice. And I think it was the same price as well. It's like something that I would like throw in my lipstick and just like walk out the door. You know, it's just like a really comfortable, beautiful color. Would recommend if you're on a budget and you want a bullet lipstick. Okay, last thing that I bought is this Smudge lip gloss. So this is just like one of those classic like when you're a kid and you have those like cherry like lip glosses, you know, it just has that kind of applicator. Like it's really glossy, guys. I'm very impressed with how glossy this is. Oh goodness. See how glossy that is? But it's just really comfortable. It's not sticky. And it, like, you barely feel that it's there.
Hey guys, oh, long story. This is the next day, by the way. Long story short, basically my camera died and then I was too lazy to charge it, so I filmed on my phone, but then the footage was really bad, so I'm filming the ending of this video the next day. I'm wearing all the same makeup if you want to see it in natural light, so it just looks like that. I really like this makeup. I think this is going to be like some of my go-to makeup for, you know, the foreseeable future. But if you like this video, I really hope you'll consider hitting the like button, and if you'd like to see more from me in the future, you can subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.